This is Matt for Boxing Social. Delighted to be joined by the one and only Zak Chelli. Zak, looking good shape, raring to go next week. Huge fight for you against Lerrone Richards. Talk to me before we talk about the fight in itself. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. A bit disappointed he didn't show up today. Nice to meet him and face him off. But I guess we'll have to see him on the night or press conference.
Do you enjoy all that side of it, the face-to-face and looking into someone's eyes? Do you get a lot from that, or is it just part of the fight week?
It's entertaining, It's part of being a pro boxer, so that's what I enjoy doing. It's better than amateur boxing. You get to know who your opponent, you train for them, and then you finally get to meet them. So it'd be great.
Why do you think he's not here today? Have you heard a specific reason, or is it a case of the schedule's changed for him? Why is he not here?
I like to think he's scared, or I like to think he's too arrogant to be here. But maybe he's true. He says he's got sparring, so maybe that's the case. He's just got sparring.
What do you make of Lerrone Richards? Talk to me about him as a fighter. Obviously, he seems to be, on the big scale of things, quite avoided. He won his IBO title, obviously now relinquished it. He's going in there with someone like you who's an exciting fighter and will come and bring hell for leather with him. What do you think about Lerrone Richards?
A lot of people say he's very good, very technical, but of course that's boring, right? So I like to make sure this fight is fun and entertaining for the people. That's why we're in the sport. We're here to entertain, and that's what I like to do.
How do you see the fight panning out? Obviously, you mentioned his style. You say it's boring. Have you got to sit on his chest for this fight and make sure he works for every second of it? Is that what you need to do going into this, or do you see it going different?
Yeah, no disrespect to him saying he's boring. It's just how I see it. But of course he's a very good boxer. He's won the British, Commonwealth, European, IBF world title, so he's deserved his rankings. But yeah, for the fight, I guess if he's always going to run away and I'm always going to chase him, I'm going to have to think of something else to do, right? But I'm ready I've been training like marathons, so I'm ready to run.
Training for marathons, ready to run. Your career so far up to date, in terms of where you are right now, are you happy with it, or do you see yourself that you should be further along?
Well, COVID and contract issues, that's wasted 3 years of my life. So I was actually meant to fight for the English title 3 years ago. Should have been English with Jamal Dukes. I should have been English champ 3 years ago. But I believe in God's plan, and this is part of God's plan. So once I beat Lerrone, I could say I beat the British champion, I beat the European champion, I beat IBO world champion. So that should put me where I am.
How annoying is it, the business side of boxing? You just mentioned there about contracts. Is that the biggest bugbear? Not the actual getting in the fighting, doing that. This is the fun part for you, but the business, dealing with all the crap in the background.
Exactly. Yeah, it's all politics. They like you. They want to build you. At the end of the day, it's all about money, right? They don't care about you. They want to make the most money they can. Unless you're a champion, then they'll start caring about you. So yeah, but that's the business side of boxing, and that's what you got to deal with.
I was in Dubai last week at the Floyd Mayweather exhibition. I want to ask you this. He is very adamant on currency over legacy. And I suppose when he's in the position he's in, it's easy for him to say almost because he's got the legacy anyway.
Exactly.
But in your opinion, currency or legacy? For you, what's the most important? Sorry, my light's having a bit of a fit here. Go on.
Well, when you're that age, what is he, 45?
Picking this back up, we were talking about currency and legacy before my light started having a fit. Talk to me. You said Floyd, 45.
Yeah, when he's 45 and you got grandkids, you got kids, and you got a big family, and you just want to make money. I rate him. Fair play to him. I'd be happy doing the same when I was 45, just making millions fighting nobodies. That's great. But when you're young, you've got to make a name for yourself first to make that money. So yeah, whatever he's doing, it's fine. People are paying. You can't blame him. If no one pays, then this is lost. But yeah, people are paying.
What do you make of the YouTubers thing? 'Cause obviously, you guys do it the hard way. You're not doing it by going, building yourself and going on these, influencer shows. You're doing it from the ground up almost, without this sort of the kick of a social media presence. What do you make of that side of boxing?
A bit 50-50 over it. I'm happy new eyes are coming to boxing. People are trying out boxing. What I don't like about it is just that the kids that are watching actually think these guys are boxers and think this is how people train and how hard it is to be a boxer. But fair play to them. They build their own followers and they're bringing them to watch, and they can make as much money as they want from it. So I have nothing against that. I just don't like how people think these are actual boxers, and they can actually fight an actual boxer.
Do you believe people like, obviously, Jake Paul, who seems to be taking it quite seriously? Do you categorise him now as a legitimate boxer? I know he's technically not fought a professional boxer yet, but he seems to be living the life. Do you look at him in the same light as the rest here, or how do you see him?
Yeah, you know what? He trains like he's meant to be a boxer. He trains like it. He acts like it. Well, not act like it, but I rate it for him. Let him do it. He brings his followers to it. He's making money from it. I can't hate him on that. He's doing what he does best. Yeah, maybe he is a pro boxer, but not a very good one. There are good pro boxers. There are bad ones. There are great ones. Yeah. He's one that picks his opponents and makes sure he wins. That's it.
I suppose you can't blame him when he's getting paid for it. Right, back to you now. In terms of where you are, how far do you think you are off challenging for a world title level? Lerrone's obviously had the IBO, but now you're going against him. How far are you away from really sort of challenging and being at that level?
After I beat Lerrone, I believe I could go for the IBO, right? So why not? But for a proper world title, maybe after I beat Lerrone, I'll fight someone proper good, decent, up there, maybe top 10 in the world. And then I believe I could, put myself, say, hey, I want to fight Caleb Plant, Ben Davies, Canelo. Hopefully, that's the payday,
See, that's the payday.
That's it, yeah. If Canelo call me up, Zach, I want to fight next week. That's a deal.
Right, sorry, Lerrone. There's your money. We're going.
Yeah, of course, man. Listen, boxing, there are people that want to be a champion, and there are people who want to make a legacy. But at the end of the day, you got to feed your family. You got to make money for yourself. I mean, I got to make good money enough so me to live for the rest of my life, because boxing career is short, and it could be even made shorter. Like, for example, Dion, he's retired now. It's quite sad because of his eyes. So anything can happen. You got to make as much money as you can, as fast as you can.
How do you win the fight Saturday night? When you envisage it, do you believe this goes the distance? Do you believe you get him out of there? What's your heart of hearts? What's it saying?
I've been praying day and night, so inshallah I will knock him out.
Yeah.
I will knock him out.
Knockout.
Inshallah, yes.
Zak Chelli, I appreciate you talking to Boxing Social. We'll catch up on fight week, and all the best.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.